You know what I did this weekend, Paul Threat?
Mm-mm.
Bees. Apparently, I have some like ground hornets or ground bees living near
Yeah.
my deck, and I'm trying to. I've confirmed they are not honeybees.
Exercise them.
Anybody who's listening, they are not honeybees. They go into the ground, they're little
Yeah.
jerks.
We had at our house in Dedham, we had bees that they were like they looked like bumblebees to me, but they were kind of like, I don't know what you call them. They would eat, they're almost like termites. They live in the wood and stuff and
Carpenter bees.
whatever they are. I don't know. They would come out once a year for a little while.
Yeah. So I put out some. It's borax, like because apparently I
Yeah.
live in the 1950s, but my dad like swore by this. He's like, you got to put out some borax in a sugary liquid with a stick in it. So I did it last night. We'll see if it.
Yeah. Anything?
I don't know. I haven't gotten out there yet. I really don't feel like being attacked by bees for a second time.
Yeah.
I mean, they really get attacked, but like as soon as you walk near them, they start kind of like flying around. You're like, yeah, I can get, there's better ways
You're
to
like
spend
a
it.
you're like a rolling poster for why I don't want to own a house anymore. It's fascinating.
Yes, but then you can have the thrill of your back hurting.
My back hurts just from my back hurts right now. I got out of bed and I'm like, yeah, my back hurts. That's what it's like.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good.
Anyways, bees, Masters golf, and that was about the weekend for the most part, other than digging more, playing in the backyard.
A lot of digging in your life as well.
Well, it's unfortunate topography is
Right.
the nature, but whatever. It's I don't know, what are we doing?
I don't know. Just mocking each other.
What are we doing? Anyways, smartphone sales were up.
Yay.
Apple's doomed. They got overtaken by
It's
Samsung.
doomed.
Doomed.
Samsung and Apple both sold fewer smartphones in that quarter than they did a year ago. So they're not the ones propping up the market. That's for sure.
I don't know. My brain just keeps going. Apple doesn't have a car. They have a $3,500 headset. They're no longer number one.
What
done.
they need is a little AI robot dog like Samsung probably has. Something stupid that can chase you around the house.
They could buy that company
yeah,
that
yeah,
makes the pin
yeah.
for $700 and then $24 a month.
Add it to the pantheon of this is obviously stupid, but here it comes anyway.
They raised $230 million. 230.
Look, will something replace the smartphone someday? Duh. What, do we know what that is? No. Was this thing ever going to be that thing? Come on. No. I guess that doesn't mean we don't try, but
yeah, I mean,
still, it just seemed obviously pointless to me.
I think if there's going to be something that does, and maybe this is why Apple, well, it's not why Apple's doing it, but if something's going to replace a smartphone, it's going to be a Google Glass, at least in our short-term purview until some brain implant exists. It's going to be some sort of glasses, right? Get a pair of Ray-Bans, that's just it.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you're really describing, I mean, I would generalize this a little bit and just say it's going to be a wearable that turns into an embeddable or whatever you want to call that, like something, and maybe multiple somethings like, you'll have something in your wrist that's monitoring your blood pressure and blah, 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 whatever you'll be able to.
You want to know why my brain is broken, Paul Thurrott? Would you like to know why my brain is broken?
Yeah, yes, of course.
The first thing I thought of was the Apple suppository.
Yes. Right. You're going to, the first insertion is going to be a little uncomfortable, but you'll get used to it because you'll probably have to do it once a week.
Instead of iOS, it's Bud OS. I don't know. Just.
Yep.
This
what was that was that movie? They shrink the little spaceship down that goes in the guy's body. What's that called? Why can't I think of this?
School Bus?
No, no. It's like a class. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You get the idea. I don't remember the point of it. You would go in and they went in to solve some problem. I don't know, but no, it's more likely it would be like, it'll be glasses, then contact lenses, then a literal transplant of some kind you put in your eye, something like that. And then similarly for other, like what the things we use as watches now. Well, similar.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I always, there are these moments in life you kind of never forget. And in the technology world, like one of those was the stupidity in my mind of like typing on glass and saying how no one would ever be able to do this or would ever want to do this. And then I've told the story a million times, but I'm being over at a friend's house and it was probably like a first or second gen iPad, but we're just watching a movie or TV show, whatever. And I look over and his wife has got the thing propped up on that little triangular, you
Mm-hmm.
fold
Oh yeah,
origami
yeah.
the thing up, and she's just typing away. She's like, "Pop, pop, 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 pop," and it's like, okay. So, someday we will see, and others won't, this display hanging in front of us, so we'll be tapping away on a keyboard no one else sees either.
Mm-hmm.
And just like someone walking around with a smartphone in their talking out to the air or whatever and looks like a jerk, I mean, we'll find new ways to annoy each other. That's the beauty of technology.
God, it just reminds me of the Sky Mall magazine. And
Yeah.
in every iteration of Sky Mall magazine, there was this laser projected keyboard thing. It was like you
Yep.
put like a little
Yeah.
pencil stick on your desktop or your desk, and then you could type. It's like, man.
We also had the sharper image for those people who don't fly.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to see that stuff in person.
Oh yeah,
So
that
the
store was
fifth,
great.
yeah, it was like a playground for adults.
Yeah,
Just mostly stupid stuff.
I was
But
about to say that store could be summed up in of things you want to see but you should never buy. Like
yeah,
that was primarily their business model, which was a problem.
yeah, it would be like a big sofa chair that would just shake or something or do some weird thing. It's like, why would you want what is this? But I don't know, so every 1 in 10, some guy walks in and is like, oh my God, I've been looking for this my whole life. The pins that you push your hand into and it makes the
Oh
imprint.
yeah,
You're like,
yeah. They
look,
had the
there's my
massage.
hand. You're like, yep. Anyway, how much did you spend on this
Yeah,
thing? Like, what wasn't the one time in the store enough?
yeah. They had the massage chairs and
Mhm. Yeah, no, it was always
yeah, they
a
probably would
little
thrive.
diversion.
That would have been the first place to have robot or whatever the self-driving vacuums that you can get for your house. Like that's what they thrived on.
Yeah. This is probably a huge problem for CS because I feel like a lot of ideas ended up there when that was a thing. But now that it's not, it's like
That
they
was
just
their
don't go there.
business model.
Yeah, it was like maybe we'll get in the sharper image.
Yeah, you just put it in the bag. We'll put it on our shelf. Like
I have no idea.
anyway, Microsoft earnings probably next week.
Oh boy, we get into
Wouldn't
that
it be?
time. I guess we are.
God, it's still
Could
banging
be as
on.
late as these things seem to like they get pushed back. I haven't heard
When
anything
is
about.
Microsoft earnings call? Nothing. Oh,
Yeah,
never mind. It's a scheduled April 25th. So 10
yeah,
days from today. So next Thursday?
yeah, good. It's gonna be bad timing for me. I think I have a hands-on Windows recording thing happening right then.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Good timing as always.
Yep.
I don't know if there's really anything else happening this week, at least that we know of so far.
Yeah, I could use some downtime here. I got a bunch of stuff I'm trying to clean up.
Well, maybe the sharper image will help you clean it faster.
Dig a few holes,